regards to the 9 officers who were recently indicted in the murder of Robert Brooks, they will see no jail time unless convicted, and none of them were even arrested. The prosecutor stated during a press conference that 3 of these officers had agreed to a plea deal. So more than likely, we'll hear the deal that was made during the pre-trial hearings. If the plea deal is accepted, then they won't be standing trial, nor will the 3 be getting the maximum amount of time for the crime committed. They'll be pleading guilty to a lesser charge, having a reduced sentence. The rest will more than likely stand trial, but even if that is the case, we cannot overlook the fact that they have gone out of their way to protect these officers who savagely beat a man to death while handcuffed and in their custody. Can we not ignore the fact that not a single arrest was ever made, even after the world witnessed it on video? Do we have to be an ex-felon who was arrested and denied bail to understand the leniency being given to indicted murderers who were able to walk out the courtroom in the face of the victim's family and return home to their families and loved ones? It's not enough to know they've been indicted. It's not enough to know some have been fired. What we need to know and understand is that we are not protected underneath the law, only punished. While those who murder us underneath the cover of law are protected against prosecution. Haven't they repeatedly demonstrated that? A man was murdered on video within their custody and no arrests were made. All were identifiable and could be located. If the video didn't convince that a murder had occurred, then the autopsy report should have, and it in fact did. Yet, there were no arrests. I'm gonna pause right here and let that marinate, because there were other things which were done on top of this to prove and establish an unwillingness to prosecute. This is not a murder done in the dark where nobody could see it. We all saw it. Yet the audacity remains to play in our faces concerning it by making no arrests. Perhaps we need to have a conversation with the Black males in our community so they could inform us how regularly and how frequently they are arrested with a simple suspicion that they have committed some crime somewhere and held without bail. These officers murdered and went home. We saw it, yet they still protected against being arrested. Once indicted, they were allowed to go home. Meanwhile, Pookie on the block is sitting in jail without bail based on a claim that he committed a crime for which no evidence even exists that he did so. I don't know what else to say. I've been saying it for years, but they keep playing in our faces, becoming more and more blatant as they do.